In the handheld gaming community, there's a huge variety of products. From screen size to performance, the choices can be overwhelming. However, if merely being able to play no longer satisfies you, and you're inclined to invest more for a truly elevated experience, then it's highly probable you ventured into what core gamers frequently refer to as the cyber walnut domain. First impression of the VERT is the glass texture of the entire front panel and its relatively small size. The device is 143mm in length, 89mm in width, and 24mm in thickness overall. The frame and the lower back cover are meticulously crafted from CNC-machined metal. Despite being a solid block of aluminum, the entire device remarkably weighs just 317 grams, putting it right in line with the heft of a typical smartphone. At the top of the front is a 10x9, 3.5-inch, 1600 by 1440 high-resolution LCD screen. As for VERT's most prominent feature, we'll hold off on discussing it for now. I'll delve into the specifics later on. Directly beneath the D-pad and the ABXY buttons, you'll find the equals key, followed by the uniquely conjoined double S key, and finally, the AR key. Unlike before, the VERT consistently uses unmarked buttons throughout. Unmarked, meaning no symbols or text, is a common term in the custom keyboard community, and its use on a handheld device conveys an extremely minimalist design style. It's worth mentioning that hidden beneath the glass panel, nestled between the front D-pad, ABXY buttons, and the lower function keys, there's a concealed touchpad. This touchpad, much like the screen, is a prominent design highlight of the VERT. On the top left side of the device are the LC and MODE keys, and just below them you'll find a pressable metal gear officially dubbed the MagicSwitch. When you scroll with it, you experience a very distinct granular tactile feedback. On the right side, from top to bottom, you'll find the RC key, the touchpad mode switch, the power indicator light, the fingerprint-enabled power button, and the TF card slot cover. At the top of the back, there's an active cooling air intake. The plastic cover was likely incorporated to ensure optimal network signal reception. The metal body cover plate on the lower section maintains a minimalist aesthetic, featuring only a single brand logo. At the top of this cover are 4 quick swappable back buttons. In the unboxing, you'll find that the official package includes 4 striped design replacement back keycaps. I personally feel that this particular set of keycaps, which offer a significantly more tactile and friction-rich surface, would perform optimally and provide a much better user experience in environments where conditions are notably dry. The top of the device features the cooling exhaust vent, while the bottom houses the speaker outlets, a 3.5mm headphone jack, the power port, and the microphone opening. This thoughtful placement ensures optimal ventilation and convenient access to all essential connections. Regarding the buttons, the VERT meticulously incorporates a dome switch design for each and every one. Listen closely, and you'll hear their distinct sound as showcased in the following audio demonstration. While I personally lean towards conductive rubber, I must admit that the button tuning on the VERT is truly outstanding. It delivers clear tactile feedback, and yet it never feels overly rigid or harsh to the touch. When it comes to grip, the VERT stands out from other metal devices. All the edges of its body feature a very ergonomic chamfered design, ensuring that it never digs uncomfortably into your hands. This is especially true during normal two-handed operation, where the first joint of your right pinky or ring finger can naturally and comfortably rest on the chamfer located at the bottom of the metal backplate. This chamfered design provides an incredibly comfortable resting place for your fingers, especially those that typically have no obvious spot to settle. Furthermore, since it uses a touchpad in place of dual joysticks, the VERT avoids the problem found in devices like the DMG, where the left palm would need to extend outwards from the device body to manipulate the left joystick. The VERT's touchpad, on the other hand, is ideally situated within the natural range of movement of both thumbs when holding the device in a standard manner, ensuring a more ergonomic and comfortable experience. Players concerned about not being able to simulate L3 and R3 can rest easy. A slightly firmer press on the touchpad will activate the dual joystick click values. As a cybernetic marvel, the VERT boasts an external design and an impressive, comfortable grip showcasing its superior craftsmanship. In the next chapter, I'll explore the VERT's real-world experience, delving into its screen, controls, and software front end. First, let's discuss the touchpad. At any given moment, a single click of the second button on the right will bring up its exclusive control menu. From there, you can configure the touchpad to one of 5 distinct modes: a single left joystick, a single right joystick, dual joysticks, a mouse, or simply turn it off. You can freely and conveniently switch between modes to suit your usage environment. This particular menu additionally allows you to conveniently switch the D-pad into a left joystick mode. This way, in games that compel the use of a joystick for movement, the D-pad can be used as a substitute. Furthermore, I recommend that, specifically within this operational mode, the left portion of the touchpad be automatically assigned to function as the D-pad. This configuration is crucial to ensure that the vital directional input capabilities inherent to the D-pad in gaming are not inadvertently lost or compromised during gameplay, thereby maintaining full functionality and an optimal user experience. By default, the metal gear on the side slides up and down to adjust the volume. A single click mutes the audio, and pressing and holding it down will conveniently bring up the MagicSwitch menu. Within this menu, the scroll wheel, aside from its primary function of volume control, can be individually reconfigured to manage brightness levels, switch between various performance modes, fine-tune vibration intensity, regulate fan speed, and even toggle RA shaders, offering comprehensive customization at your fingertips. The selection of games for this device strongly indicates its primary focus is on older platforms, those that simply don't require a joystick. However, an open-source handheld stands apart from typical hardware because of its unparalleled versatility. This particular touchpad design cleverly strikes a delicate balance between the Cyber Walnut's premium aesthetic and its extensive adaptability. Whether it's the WIRT or DMG, both from the same brand featuring a single joystick and touchpad, it's evident that the brand consistently strives to find more ways to optimize this balance, especially when compared to other vertical joystick-free designs on the market. Furthermore, the WIRT screen is identical to the one found in the AYANEO Pocket. I really want to take some time to explain in detail why this particular screen is hailed by so many analog pocket players as the absolute best display for retro gaming. First, fitting a 1600 by 1440 resolution into a 3.5-inch screen results in a super high pixel density of 615 ppi. Mainstream flagship phones typically boast a ppi of approximately 500, ensuring that every single pixel visible on this compact screen appears exceptionally crisp and defined. Its 10:9 aspect ratio also ensures high compatibility when displaying classic game resolutions like 4:3 and 3:2. Moreover, this screen's exceptional brightness, contrast and color reproduction significantly elevate the pixel art of classic retro games. The original base resolution for the GB and GBC was 160 by 144 pixels. This display achieves an exact 10x pixel perfect scaling, ensuring every single original pixel is flawlessly rendered by a 10 by 10 pixel block, completely free of any distortion. Consequently, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color platforms deliver their absolute best and most immersive gaming experiences when played on this particular display, truly showcasing the vibrant pixel art and classic aesthetics in their intended glory. It's on this screen that their full potential, from crisp visuals to faithful color reproduction, is completely realized, offering an unparalleled retro gaming journey. At this point, you might be thinking it's rather extravagant to use such a high-spec screen solely for older platforms such as the GB and GBC, wouldn't you agree? However, as mentioned at the beginning, products like the Cyber Walnut transcend the normal playable experience. They satisfy the non-essential desire for elegant play and exquisite handling, emphasizing aesthetics and refinement over basic functionality. Additionally, some original consoles did present challenges with their non-square pixel shapes, a rather intricate issue I won't delve into extensively here as it's quite complex. This screen truly delivers 6 times pixel-perfect scaling for GBA, FC, and SFC games, and 5 times for MD and PS1. Below, you'll find a visual representation of how various aspect ratios are displayed on this very screen. To conclude this chapter, allow me a brief self-promotion. I finally perfected a solution for games without cover art within my refined GBC collection pack. This will be released for free very soon, so I truly hope you will give it a try. Both in terms of its screen selection and overall design, the VERT is unequivocally crafted for playing older platform games. Yet the brand, with a certain audacity, has still embedded the rather powerful first-generation Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip within it. So, what level of performance can this chip actually deliver in the VERT? The Snapdragon 865 has an AnTuTu benchmark score of around 600,000, while the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 scores about 1.3 million. The VRT is equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which is second only to the 8 Gen 2, scoring around 1.1 million. In terms of raw processing power and overall performance, the VRT has already proven itself to be quite formidable and capable of handling demanding tasks with ease. To offer a clearer and more intuitive experience for everyone besides Breath of the Wild, I've also arranged to demonstrate 2 additional games. These include the PS2 Classics, Red Faction 2, and Shadow of the Colossus, which I'm excited to showcase for you all. Tests show Red Faction 2 consistently runs at 60 frames per second, and Shadow of the Colossus maintains 60 frames per second, except for the initial environment. Regarding battery life, the VRT's 6000 mAh battery delivers different performance levels depending on power consumption. I conducted these tests. A GBC game, enhanced with a regular shader and consuming just 2.5 watts, can sustain over 8 hours of continuous playtime. PS2's God of War 2, at 2x resolution and 60 FPS, averages 5.5 watts, lasting about 4 hours. In handheld mode, at 1x resolution, Zelda Breath of the Wild averages 9 watts for approximately 2.5 hours of battery life. Heat dissipation, much like battery life, varies with different power consumption levels. My tests show that under normal use, the device doesn't get noticeably hot. Even under high power draw, the temperature where you hold it feels warm, but is well within an acceptable range. The unit in this video is the 12 plus 256 GB version. Pre-orders are now open on the AYANEO website for $1,699. However, the full price and other configurations haven't been announced yet. Since game compatibility can't be universal, I believe that the ultimate passion for dedicated hardware and the high versatility of an open-source handheld console are equally valid needs on 2 completely different paths. There's no distinction of superiority or inferiority. In the end, it's all about serving the game. Therefore, the ultimate choice truly depends on your personal priorities and what you value most as a player. Finally, I'd like to thank AYANEO for providing the test unit for this video.